Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge, and welcome back to Crossroads Inn, and of course welcome back to the Tankard and Teapot, where last time out we had to deal with Trovin shenanigans because he was inflicting all sorts of very silly taxes and financial penalties upon us because we weren't doing what he was saying quick enough. So he was saying, right, you do a thing, until you've done that thing I'm going to rip you off for a load of money. So the first thing he wanted us to do was to make the aviary go away. He wanted to catch the aviary. We obviously didn't sort of shop them in. We made sure that they were able to go into hiding. But whilst we were doing that, he was charging us for every person in the inn that numbered over 10. So for every person over 10, we were hit with a charge. So that cost us over 1,000 guldens, I think. Then he moved on. Then he decided that he wanted to get rid of the couriers. So we had to deal with the couriers and get Meilan on board. And we had to tell Meilan to go into hiding and lay low for a bit as well. And whilst that was underway, he charged us for the amount of people that went upstairs, which was a bit ridiculous because he himself went upstairs. He went upstairs for some entertainment, shall we say, with the Vedeta. So he himself was upstairs. So he himself was inflicting a financial charge upon us with one of the rules that he'd told us about. So that was a bit silly. So we sorted that out and he was happy with that and we paid that. That might have been 1,000 as well. And now his current one is that we're not allowed to serve any alcohol in the tavern at all. No alcohol, so no ale, no wine, no cider, no nothing, which is a little bit it's a little bit unfortunate because that's kind of what these places are for. You go and have a few drinks. So in order to make him stop this penalty being inflicted upon us, we need to now deal with the Knights Errant. So we need to get two fish Calisterre back here and we need to tell them to go into hiding as well. And we've got advice from, so Martin is, there's Martin. He's down here. He's merged with the bed, but that's fine. Martin merges with beds all the time. That's okay. So Martin is kind of on the side of good and decency. He wants all these people to not have to be, impacted and, locked up and jailed and what have you because Trovin says so. He wants them to go into hiding because they're good folks. They're good, sort of honest folks that are trying to do their best. We also do have, I think he's up here. He's in bed. He's sort of in bed. He's doing some magic. I don't really know what's going on. If we move time on, no, he doesn't shuffle back into bed. Okay, well, this is Baron Zariak, who should be in bed, but for some reason he's kind of just having a little levitate. That's okay. This is a world of griffins and mystery and intrigue. Maybe there's magic as well. So maybe he's doing a little tiny spot of levitating just because that's what floats literally his, boat. And so he keeps telling us kind of the opposite of what Martin's saying. He's saying, oh yes, we don't really want the Knights Errant. They're troublemakers. I kind of feel like he's a bit on Trovin's side, because he kind of wants what Trovin wants, but he's saying he wants it for the good of the kingdom rather than sort of Trovin's sort of slightly more selfish reasons. But I don't really trust him. He just sort of wandered in and went, I've been leaving your letters. I know you are. Do what I say. So we're kind of ignoring him and we're going with Martin. So current job is solve the Knights Errant matter. So we need to listen to both the plans, which I think we have done. Let's just go and talk to Martin. Let's give ourselves... No, that's a bed. Let's give ourselves a bit of a reminder. Martin, can I talk to you? There we go. Right, okay. So how are we going to do this? I may not be the biggest admirer of Knights Errant, but I know how important they are to the culture and history of Yorvale and the Earl of Delchris. However, we do need them to disappear, at least for some time, until we get rid of Trovin. Okay, so I'm sure you've already figured out what to do, my friend. My plan is simple. Let's just ask the Knights Errant to leave Yorvale for some time. I've heard about a great challenge awaiting southwest of here. Let's tell them about it. Put it all nicely and they might get convinced. But I also think we should throw them some sort of party if we want to get them on their good side. And we definitely need a bard singing them songs. Don't worry, we've got Golden Vico. He is the best bard ever. Okay, Martin agrees with me. I'm on board with that. I'm afraid there will be no alcohol at the party, thanks to Trovin's newest ban. Well, we can't sell alcohol. That doesn't mean we can't give it away for free. So hire a bard and stock up on alcohol. Oh, this is intriguing. I mean, we do have alcohol. We've got quite a lot of it. It's just that I took it off the menu because it was, if we sell the alcohol, we get charged. So I took it off the menu. But maybe if we stock up, we just give it away. Hire a bard, stock up on alcohol. Okay, well, we've done that. That's fine. We're sorted. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll tell some people that any knight errant heading southwest is more than welcome in our inn. Since we're so close to many major roads, a prominent member of their organisation is sure to arrive in no time. Hopefully they arrive very, very quickly, because we are going to run out of money. I imagine the bulk of our cash does come from alcohol sales. So it'd be quite nice if they could hurry along. That would be marvellous. Also, in the last part, we did sort out the deer haunch that was out here, that had been out here for weeks. It must have been horrible. So we got ourselves a larder in there. So there's a larder. Oh, look, somebody's actually having the deer haunch pie, or whatever it is. What is it? Is it deer haunch pie? It's just deer haunch, indeed. So yeah, it's deer haunch with some berries and some wine, but people are buying it, which is good. Oh, hello, Alteu. How the devil are you? So we put in this little sort of meat larder thing, and it's got ice in the top. We've bought some ice, but it implies in the upgrades thing there's a special sort of ice pit that you would dig or whatever, but we just put it in these boxes, and I assume it hasn't melted yet. We'll have to go and check. But here is two fish Alstero. Hello, welcome back, my good sir. Ha! 'Tis I, Alstero, but linger for long here in this inn I may not. A glorious quest awaits me southwest from here, in the desolate deserts dotted with death traps and deadly dangers of all and every sort one can imagine. How strange. I wanted to talk to you about that very quest. Speak then, innkeeper, but first pour me a drink. How can one talk about adventures in the deserts with a mouth as dry as one of them? Here you go, noble knight, on the house. Much obliged, dear innkeeper. Okay, now, I wanted to ask you, noble knight, if you were going on the quest alone. For no, yes. Why? Well, from what I've heard, it's a really challenging quest, fit for even tens of warriors. Tens of warriors? Ha! I'll drink to them. Yes, drink up. And yes, the quest is remarkable. At the same time, grave news came too. Dear me. What happened, my friend? You see, apparently Chancellor Trovin has a personal vendetta against you and your companions. Bah, as if we'd care about a worm like that. Sure, but he's also charging me with finding a way to make your order non-existent. Ha! A request I'm sure you've denied. I'll drink to that. Okay, so, well, the Chancellor is not giving me much choice. He's slowly destroying my inn. Nah, we're fine. Okay, deception. What have we got? Deception, oratory, or passion. So, deception, we won't go for that. We can either say, of course, an honourable person such as you or I would never do such a thing. Or, but of course, I'd never go against a friend as great as you. I think we'll go down the honourable route. We're also more likely to succeed because it's 90%. We'll go for that. Hurrah, it has succeeded. Well said, my friend, and yet you do seem worried still. What troubles you? Okay, he's really impressed. He agrees. You see, I was wondering if you and your fine companions could indeed disappear from Yorvale for a while. Excuse me? Just for a while, of course, until I find a way to fight the blasted naughty person Trovin. Intimidation we probably won't succeed. Or wisdom. Is it wise for Knights Errant to challenge Chancellor Trovin and the whole kingdom? Let's go for that. Let's try a wisdom check, shall we? And it has succeeded. Your words are wise indeed. But Knights Errant fear no challenge, and no risk is too great for them. Unless you have a plan, my friend. Okay, he's impressed. He wants a hug as well. Again, bring it on, big fella. There's lots of hugging going on in this. Noble knight, all I need is time and the favour of the Chancellor. I will defeat him and everything will be back to normal. I swear. Okay. Very well. You're a man the Knight Errant can respect, innkeeper. And you have this Knight Errant's respect indeed. I will take as many of my companions as I can and head southwest. We'll disappear from Yorvale for some time, perform marvellous deeds, and return with new stories, scars and songs. But then I hope the problem with Chancellor Trovin will be resolved. Great, I hope so too, to be honest. But first give me a room and fill it with alcohol to the brim, so that me and my companions can quench our thirsts on this most glorious quest. Okay, do I have a spare room? I'm not entirely sure I have a spare room. Okay, hang on, pause for a second. There was a boobily boo noise. I assume that's just one of these. Okay, right, so do we have a room? Do we have a room available? Is that room available now? Yeah, the unmarked room. Yes, you can have the unmarked room to fish. Wherever you are. Whereabouts are you? Is that you just there, to fish? Yes, I imagine it is. No, that person there. There we go. So, what's that? Oh, talk to Calisterre. Okay. Yeah, let's rent him the unmarked room. It's not travellery enough. It's a bit tedious, isn't it? And it needs a barrel. He wants it to be travellery and to have a barrel. Okay. A bit weird. Why'd you just barrel? Okay, so that room's got levitating man in. That's got all sorts of other nice stuff in. Okay, what style is this room? It's got no style at all. Okay, that's probably not so bad. So let's just check again. What style was it that you wanted? It has to be Traveller's style. And you want a barrel for some reason. Why do you need a barrel? What's going on? Okay, so if we go to here, yeah, it's not a barrel from sort of the bedroom options. So I assume is it just a simple barrel? Why do you want a barrel? That's really weird. Okay, well, let's pop a barrel in and just see if that's exactly what he wanted. So let's pop back down here. Is that... No, not you. The one stood up. There. Is that enough? Yeah, there you go, look. So now we can set the Untomot room. So now we just need to make it a bit more suitable to Traveller. So, right, we do need to be a little bit wary of our monies. Don't want to spend it all. Okay, right. What's going to be good for Travellers? Any of these things in here going to be good for Travellers? There we go. It is now in the style of Travellers. So all I've done is I've put a kind of a hide thing on the wall just there and a shield on the wall just there. And that is it. That did the job. So now the Untomot room is a little bit of a mishmash, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So we can now get Calisterre into... good grief. Where are you? There you are. Into that room. So you can go into the Untomot room. Yes, you may have that room. Okay, so that ticks off another thing in here. So now we've just got to wait for this to happen. So we've got fill Calisterre's room with alcohol. Fill Calisterre's room with alcohol, the Knights Errant's favourite type of a drink. It needs 100 U... What? Is that what's going in the barrel? Oh my goodness, we need to... We need to fill this thing up, do we? Okay, storage of alcohol. Oh my word indeed. I mean, we have got quite a supply of it, but he needs an awful lot of it. Okay, well, let's move Tom on. Let's see how well we do with that. In fact, can we prioritise that? Set priority, really high priority. Because whilst we're obviously sorting this out, we can't sell any alcohol. So, yeah, we're going to be losing out a little bit of money. We are still allowed to serve food. So we're still serving the food, which is quite nice. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I don't want you to be able to walk through the gaps in the fence. I do not like... Do you know what? We're going to sort that out. Because that just makes me sad. Right, we're going to move that closer till it just about touches. There we go. So that's now sort of in line, more or less. And this is still going to have to be a little bit wonkaloids, isn't it? It's going to have to be the tiniest bit, sort of not quite right. But there we go. That'll do. There. So no one can get through that gap, surely. Nobody can walk through that tiny gap. No one can walk through there because it's not a gap. In fact, you know what? That's not quite right, is it? So can we just tweak that the tiniest bit? Can we just put that... Oh, I can't quite rotate it too little. There we go. What about there? So that's almost touching that wall. And it's touching that. There we go. That's much better. Hopefully that will stop people walking through the wall. There you go. Go through the door. Go out the door. And whilst you're going back this way, why not have a delicious beverage? Oh, no, you can't have a beverage. Have some food as you go by. Why not pick up a snack for your way home? Okay, so we need to load that thing up with alcohol. And we are doing it now. Look, we're putting alcohol into here. So how much is in there right now? 39 is already in there. So the wine has been moved into there. So I assume we can look at this. Yeah, so it's any kind of alcohol. We're just chucking anything into that barrel. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll do that. And yeah, hopefully people are having this this deer haunch thing because we can charge quite a lot of money for it. It's quite a pricey thing, so we can get quite a lot of money for that. In fact, we've got 6,070 monies. It's looking very, very good indeed. Okay, so we're just going to keep loading up the money. Don't load the money into here. Keep loading up the beverages into this thing. So let's move things into there. We do need some more cider. We need some more cider anyway, so I guess we could just go and order some cider and they could just store it in there for now because it constitutes alcohol. So, I mean, we could go and try and find some cider around the place. There we go. Cider has been ordered from Ore. That might take a little while to get here, but it's fine. It won't take too long, hopefully. I'm a little bit disappointed that nobody's come to put any more stuff in here. They've put 39 units of wine in, and that is it. Can they not chuck some more stuff in? Also, do you know what? We might as well get the Vedeta over doing something, because she's not doing anything at the minute. Okay, you look a likely type. Go and talk to the Vedeta. Because obviously, yeah, that's how we make money. Now, I was also under the impression that we can, when we rent these rooms out to people, that they're paying a rate on these rooms. But no, I believe people in the comments seem to be implying that when we have these rooms here, so for our sort of special characters, they don't necessarily pay for rental of the room, but the stuff that happens in the rooms, in terms of Vedetas, I imagine the nicer the room, the more money they can charge. And then over here, the bard kind of just entertains everybody and does singing and stuff and makes everyone happy. So I guess when the bard's dancing and singing and what have you, people go and get more food and drink. So that's good. So the bard is a morale booster. He's obviously not making any money at all. He's just floating. He's just a magic floaty man. And yeah, the adventurers we need to send out on quests to get gold and stuff. And of course, Trovin is in that room just being a pain in the bum. So yeah, so that's how they make money. Because I was looking on here thinking, hang on a minute, there's nowhere where we can set a price. There's nowhere where we can sort of go, there we go, that's how much we're charging. So that's why we're not able to set prices for those rooms, because it's the people that are in them that actually go and earn us some money. So like this here, look, so the Vedeta, oh my goodness me. The Vedeta appears to have no clothes on and she's doing dancing to that gentleman. Have they turned the decency filter off? Avert your eyes, folks. Now this is good. Look, we're getting onions coming our way from the garden because we were a bit low on onions, but we're able to grab our own now out the garden. This is marvellous. So here we go. So 2 lots of onions coming in. So 6 up to 11. There you go. So we've got 10 onions out the ground. That's quite nice. Right, we'll fertilise all of these plots because that would make sense. We might as well do that to get the goodness back into the ground. We do go through a lot of onions. I'm tempted. We've got quite a bit of money. And these things are not that expensive. I think maybe we grow a couple more onion plots here. We grow some onions in a few more of these spaces. So we'll have one there and one there. And in these, we will also grow onions. But right now, can you fertilise the ground there, please? That would be marvellous. Because I bet we've got loads of fertiliser. Let's have a quick look, actually. How much fertiliser do we have? Oh, I can't quite see on there if we've got fertiliser on this list or not. I don't really know, actually. The ice is still there. Maybe it doesn't appear on this list. I'm not entirely sure. I swear that I've seen fertiliser be sort of collected and stuff. Can we see in here? There's nothing to store in there, I don't think. We are storing fertiliser in there. Maybe we haven't got any fertiliser. Maybe we are out of fertiliser. I thought we had plenty, however. Do you know what? Never mind. That's fine. Has our cider arrived yet? It doesn't look like it has. But somebody did just pay 142 monies for a meal. So I guess that might be the deer haunch or whatever. So yeah, in terms of money, it's actually looking not too bad. It's looking okay. We're not being completely, utterly drained by Trovin. And of course, we're not getting any fines right now because we're not serving alcohol. So no serving alcohol. Okay, we're not serving alcohol because I took it off the menu. So he can't fine us for that, which is brilliant news. So we need to wait for this stuff to arrive. Wait for the cider to arrive. They can go and load it upstairs into Alstero's barrel. And then we will be done. Oh, look at that. Altero and 2 people having a chat. Okay, can you not go and do some work? That would be great. There's probably that bit of floor needs cleaning, and this whole bedroom always needs cleaning because this bedroom is an absolute sty. So we won't talk about that. But there's probably loads of stuff to do. Stop nattering to Altero. And there it is. There is the cider. It has arrived. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll see where they take that. Hopefully someone will come and grab it and move it around at some point soon. Another thing that we could do with doing is just worth going to grab some more of these things. Like, can we go to Gwyn Camp and pick that up? No, but we do have someone that's ill. So let's send Thea over to the doctor. Okay, so why don't we use some of our blue scrolls to go up to Gwyn Camp and be able to get access to that food thing? Why don't we just use some of these? So yeah, we'll do that. I don't know what the hammer and nails thing is. What does that do? We can repair something there. Oh, there you go. We can get a banner. A Yorvale wall banner #1. Yeah, okay. Eduardo, go and do that. And we still can't do the food thing. We can't go and grab the food off them. Never mind. What we'll do is we'll get a town crier and we'll just do that. 620. We've got loads of money. Yeah, absolutely. Go and do that. Go and yell about that. So that's one person going to grab that thing. Can we go here to grab a thing? It doesn't look like we can grab that thing yet. No. Okay, we can't use scrolls either. Okay, let's not grab a thing from there. Oh, let's grab this. Let's grab another slightly pointless hay bale. Yay! More uninspiring hay bales. Woo! And we can't grab that, and we can't grab that. Hang on, we can go up there and grab a decorative table. Oh, that might be worth getting. That might be very good. And we can come and get... Haven't we already got the wall banner? I thought we'd already gone to get the wall banner. Very confused. Bertram, go and grab that. I don't really know who's grabbing what anymore. I'm not really sure what's going on. How's the alcohol situation looking? Are we looking good for this now? 39. Can we chop with this, please? Come on, let's move some alcohol into this thing here, please, folks. Okay, what I've done is I've spent quite a bit of money on ordering really, really vast quantities of stuff. So I've gone and got us some more lager, which is good, a little bit more cider. I think we ordered some more wine. Whilst we were on that order, I also threw in a few other goods like tomatoes and the sort of the green leaves and a bit of bread and what have you. And then from another place, I went and bought some ale. Because we don't actually have ale yet. Ale is a thing that we've not actually got in our place. We've got lager, and we've got cider and wine. We've not got any good old hearty ale. So we've ordered some ale as well. Now, it's going to take a while for all this stuff to arrive. I'm kind of hoping that this stuff does eventually get put into here. I really want it to end up in there, because I would like that very much. I just want to get this sort of thing moving on. And I believe still we're not done. Because I would imagine after this one is done, after we've dealt with the Knights Errant, we're then going to have to deal with the Gildebones, they were called. I can't remember what they were called last time, but yes, they are the Gildebones. So we're going to have to deal with them as well. So yeah, this is not quite over. Not quite over with Trovin just yet, but yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely we are getting there. Still only wine in here. Come on. Store all of the stuff. You're allowed ale, you're allowed cider. Fill that thing up with many, many lovely things. Now, of course, some of the stuff hasn't quite arrived yet. So that's fine. What is that? That's lager. Can we not put lager in that thing? Why are they not moving it? Hang on a minute. Are we allowing lager into there? Yes, we are. I wonder why they're not loading that up as a matter of number one priority, which apparently it should be. It's maximum priority. Come and put stuff in this. Come and fill up this barrel here, please. And look, all our other stuff has arrived now. Got loads of stuff. Yeah, I picked up this flour and I picked up some wood as well, just in case we didn't have any. But I think we've got loads. But, you know, it can't hurt to have too much wood, because it just makes firewood and then that's useful anyway. So I picked it up while we're having one big order. I've just summoned the Vedeta to chat to this guy here, so hopefully he will take an interest and go and get some money from her. It is a little bit kind of fiddly that we have to tell the Vedeta to go and do that. It'd be nice if they just did that automatically, because you know, that is their job. That is her job. It'd be nice if you could just have a button that said, go forth and just seduce whoever you want, please. Because, yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm not fussy. Whoever she wants to seduce, absolutely, go forth and commence seduction. I am not too fussed. As long as you do just get on with it and keep going. It'd be nice if you could sort of automate that, rather than having to go, all right, she's finished what she's doing. Right, let's get on with it. Let's go and now tell her to seduce someone else. It'd be nice if she could just get on with that automatically. But you know what? It's not in the game right now. Maybe it will be at some point in the future. Hang on. A cotton picking minute. Are you the Vedeta that I want to get on board? Yes, you are. You are here. At long last. Yes, it's this chap. I want you. I want to rent you the other fancy room, the la-di-da room. Because, yeah, that's been empty. That's been waiting for you for ages. Yes, come into our room, please. Okay, so he's going to come down here. So I wonder now, can we get him to go and seduce some of the ladies around the place? Because why the heck not? Now, you work here, I believe. There's no one really around. It's very quiet at the minute. I think are you staff? I think you might be staff. You're two fish. Okay, what about you? Can you be seduced by Alteu? Yes, let's go and do that, shall we? Let's see if he can then seduce her. So, right, so here we go. So, move time on. I want to see what happens. He's going to talk to her, care for a little company. Okay. Yes, go on. You know you want to look at his hair, his magnificent mane of hair. And then we're going to come all the way along here into this lovely room. And I want to see if the animations are the same for the male Vedetas as they are for the female Vedetas, because I'm intrigued. So they both sort of sit down on the edge of the bed. He's going to clamber up onto the bed and give her a shoulder rub or whatever. Okay, yep. So just sort of rubbing her arms, always whispering sweet nothings in her ears. Maybe he's whispering something like, I love the feel of the fabric on this. Where did you get it from? Oh, it's very, very lovely. I would love to wear something like that myself. Okay, so that's that done. And now now they just go straight into it. They just go straight for the big show, is it? And there's There is someone at the door here. And yeah, there you go. Look, so they're just getting on with that thing right there. Someone running away is always a bit suspicious. Okay, yeah, so there's not different animations. It's the same animations each time. Okay, never mind. Okay, how are we looking here? Is there any more alcohol stored in this? No, there's 39 wine, and that is it. I mean, I assume it can hold more than that. I assume it can hold more than 39 wine. 1 times 60. So I assume it can hold 60 lots of stuff in his room. Do you know what? Do you know what we'll do? Let's just get ourselves... Where's the storage stuff? Where are the barrels? In there? Let's just get a variety of fun barrels. There we go. Just more barrels. We'll just fill your room up with barrels, Two Fish, and we'll just sort of stick them all around the place. So a barrel there, barrels for everybody. And oh, hang on a minute. Come out of this mode, go into that mode, and in here, store alcohol. In that one, store alcohol. Any alcohol you wish, please store it in there, because I want to move the story on. Although, to be fair, we are doing fabulously well for money. Given that, we potentially, we're losing out because we're not selling alcohol. We're doing pretty well, I would say. Oh, and now you all come piling in. Now you are all in. Okay, right. One more barrel. Is that enough? Is that enough in his room? 69 out of 100. Is that now in? Oh, there's another barrel coming in. It's looking pretty good. Okay, how much is in there now? 40. Is that all? So we're on 79, are we? So that's another 10, I would assume. Yep, here it comes. Okay, lots is coming in. Maybe once there is a type of alcohol stored in here, you can't put something different in. So obviously we filled this barrel with wine, so now we can't have anything else in there, because otherwise we'd have wine and like lager mixed together, and that would be quite unpleasant. Okay, marvellous. Here we go. We're taking the alcohol and leaving. Adventure awaits. Just have your best bard sing us a song for the road. Okay, immediately. And good luck, dear knight. Okay, now how do we do this? Let's pause for a second. Right, you, start a performance, please. Do some music. And there we go. Marvellous. So he's going to sing his song. Lots of people are getting up. They're jumping around. They're having an absolute whale of a time. We need the Vedetas to refresh. They can bring us in a little bit of money as well. Just need to give it an hour or two before they've both kind of recovered and freshened up, or whatever it is that they would do. Okay, so I assume Two Fish is going to come down here and get his groove on and whatever. Ah, there you go. Right, you seem to be quite content that they've left then. Okay, I didn't even know we'd come down to see the bard, but never mind. What a glorious day. No more of these drunk psychopaths roaming the roads. Ha! You horrible little man. I did what you'd asked. Yes, I cannot but wonder how you've achieved that. But then again, it doesn't really matter, does it? Now that that's done, will you remove the ban on selling alcohol? Naturally, I'm so glad I no longer need to worry about those nasty Knights Errant. Unfortunately, my friend, I've discovered yet another blunder in your books, and in the whole of your veil, in fact. Who'd have thought it, eh, you sinister piece of work? Okay, how can it be, my dear Chancellor? The bottom option is a little bit extreme, isn't it? How can it be, my dear Chancellor? Bah! It's those goddamn Seers, innkeeper. Bunch of arrogant women thinking they're better than all, and the common folk think they're magical. How awful! How absurd! Relationship with Trovin Titans, we're perplexed by the signals Trovin is sending. I hadn't considered the Seers. I hadn't even considered the Seers as a faction, but yes, of course. So we need to deal with them, and probably the religious Gildebones lot as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, but what's that got to do with me? We have to rid your veil of these kingdom-manipulating goddamn witches. There's one who visited here, I've heard. Summon her again and find a way to get rid of her. Well, if you summon her and then make her go away again, that's a little bit pointless, isn't it? You silly man. Maybe let's arrest her, or let's show people there's no such thing as magic. Baron von Winklespot, whatever he's called, he will show you otherwise, because he is floating next to his bed. Go and see him and you will believe in magic. If there's no magic, how come they know so much? Joe, let's go down that. Let's try and press him a little bit. He might not like it. Spies. Spies everywhere. Okay, right. You're paranoid as well as unpleasant. Okay. All right. I guess I'll try to figure something out. Do that. For sadly, it's all connected to my newest tax on light sources in an inn, or anywhere else for that matter. There's too much fire. Fire is dangerous, unless, of course, a seer has a vision showing the inn is safe. Good day, sir. Okay, you weird man. Right, so now what have we got? We've got tax on candles now, have we? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, my dear boy, this situation is proving more and more troublesome. and dangerous, I fear. Yeah, okay, right, so now we're targeting the Seers. I'm afraid it is, my friend. He wants us to go after the Seers now. Have you figured out a way to stop him? I would put money on the fact that he hasn't quite yet figured it out and needs a little bit more time. But let's see, shall we? I'm almost there, I swear. I'm getting through to one of my contacts, and I'm sure he'll help us. But for now, going after Seers sounds really risky. You probably want us to talk to the Baron about it. Probably not, because the Baron will say, shop the Seers in because I don't like them, because I don't trust them. But yeah, go on then, let's talk to the Baron. Why the heck not? My friends, the first question we have to ask ourselves is, how big of a threat the Seers are? My liege, I don't think they're a threat at all. I think they're good, and they helped us, and they stopped a massive war. So, yeah, I kind of think the Seers are good. So you can say, I don't know. We can say they seem to be closely connected with every important person in Delcris, meaning they can easily manipulate the course of events. We can say they are well-educated women possessing an unusual gift. Having a seer as an advisor is a must in this world for any important person. Cut to the chase, how do we stop them? Can you think of some win-win scenario regarding seers? Martin. So we're asking Martin. I would say this. They are well-educated. She seemed well-educated, did Calisterre. She was very clever, and she had this gift. So having a seer as an advisor is a must in this world for any important person. He won't like that, but I don't really like him anyway. So we'll go for that. Martin, right, okay, it's flicking between the characters. I'm not a huge admirer of the Seers, to be honest. I don't believe in their clairvoyance. I think they're just really well educated, smart, and trained. As such, they are not a threat in my opinion. They can be a powerful ally to any noble, king, merchant, or general. One just has to make sure not to follow the Seer blindly. She's an advisor, not your conscience. Okay, yeah, I agree. I think Martin's right. I mean, maybe they are clairvoyant. I don't know. Maybe they do have magic future-seeing powers. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think Martin's right. I'm going to go with Martin again. I think Martin's right. I agree with gallant Martin, my liege. Oh, you agree with Martin? Oh, okay. I'm going to put, oh. Of course, I do assume we might differ on the detail of what to do with the Seers. You see, my liege, what I'm thinking of is a sort of restructuring of their order. Okay, care to elaborate, dear Baron? I don't really want to go down his route, though. I don't like the idea of it. Care to elaborate? Okay, the people believe the Seers to have a magical gift that makes them dangerous to the crown. In a kingdom, the king should be the most magical person, noble, unachievable, distant, all-knowing and kind. Sadly, with the people seeing the Seers that way, and with them being present at every court, garrison and mansion, a position of the king in the eyes of his people is weak. If there is a seer, that's to whom people look up to, and if you have no seer by your side, you're a fool. Okay, damn Martin, what do you make of this? I still want to hear what the Baron means by restructuring. Okay, Baron. The Seers are powerful and well-educated, their library being the source of their knowledge. If we prove to people they have no magical powers, they lose their reputation. If they lose their reputation, no one will be expected to have a seer by their side. Thus, a faction of superbly educated women becomes dependent on those who wish to hire them, and not the other way round. So you want to cripple the reputation of the Seers? I don't think so. Can you think of some win-win scenario regarding Seers, Martin? We really don't have to do anything other than convince Trovin we solved the problem. A good king won't let any advisor manipulate him, so the Seers are not a danger to you, my boy. By destroying them, we'll take away magic from the people. And it's nice to have a little bit of magic in your life. Yeah, I'm with you, Martin. I am with you. I don't want to cripple the reputation of the Seers. They helped us. I suppose so too, and I'd like to hear the rest of your plan, Martin. Great. Okay, so Martin is a relationship is tightened, and he's looking at me the way no one's ever looked at me the way Martin does. Come on, big man, more hugs. Okay, end the conversation. Martin, what are we doing, however? What are we doing? Everyone is running out of the inn. Normally that implies some sort of fire, doesn't it? Is there a fire in the inn somewhere? Can't see a fire. Yeah, people seem to be running to put out a fire. Is the fire somewhere else that I'm not aware of? Where's the fire? I can't see a fire. Everyone seems to be running. Oh, is it upstairs? Is the fire upstairs? Oh, crikeys. Yes, there's a fire upstairs. A really, really quite big fire. In Trovin's room, of all the places. Okay. Right, Trovin, it's all fine now. Your bed might be a bit wet. and also a little bit singed. But you just get straight on in there. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Ah, dearie me. Okay. That was ridiculous. Okay. I just love the way everyone just runs around. Everyone just runs around panicking in circles. It's very, very good. Okay, right. So, what have we got to do then? Can we claim this? So get our extra point. Marvellous. So now we've got no lights in the inn. Every hour for using burning sources of light like candles. Okay, we need to solve this very quickly, don't we? So Martin. Do I need to talk to Martin to get his bit of the plan underway? Because I don't really know what Martin's plan was. It didn't really specify. Also, let's just do some seduction. You can go there and you can go there. There we go. Right, go and seduce some people. Why the heck not? Where is Martin? I love the way they're repairing the bed when he is in it. Nothing like a bit of privacy, eh, chaps? Okay, I found Martin. When we click on him now, we have all sorts of options to talk to him about. So yeah, it's for each faction that we've dealt with. So that was the Aviary, that's the Couriers, that's the Knights Errant, and now we've got the Seers, a hand with an eyeball in it, which is a bit weird. But okay, so we'll talk with Martin. So what is the plan? Because I don't know if you actually told me your plan. Hey boy, so what's the plan, Martin? The plan's simple. Why worry about Trovin and the Seers when we can just contact them? The Seers will surely know what to do, some sort of weird stuff going on. It's their problem as well, after all. Right, but how do we do that? Do you remember the seer who knew about your lineage? Let's contact her. She'll surely be intrigued what the heir to the throne could want from her. Okay, yeah, she was called Calisterre and she stopped the war and she was integral to it. What do you mean, do I remember her name? Of course I do. Okay, so how do we contact her? Do we put up a notice on the message board? I mean, I suppose technically she should know that we want her to come round, given that she's a seer and she can see these things. But okay. Also, hang on a minute. Did he take all the alcohol from this room? Did he nick all that stuff? No, it's just sort of all the alcohol is just up here in just barrels. That's just really weird. He didn't take any of it. He didn't take any of it at all. So now are you unloading the alcohol from that? Yeah, okay, right. We need to adjust that as well because that's a bit silly. Because now we've got alcohol in barrels sitting upstairs. The only thing is can I grab it and bring it down a floor? That's interesting. I can't move that down a floor. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I cannot get that stuff and move. I can't do anything with it. This alcohol is now stuck upstairs forever, is it? Because I can't put it here because it's in the sky, everybody. It's in the sky. So I can't do that. But then if we press a button, it loses the focus on the barrel and I can't see upstairs to grab it. That's a little bit of a gremlin there, isn't it? What we'll do is we'll take the stuff out of the room. We'll just have to put it in the corridor for now, which is not ideal, but it will do the job. And then hopefully at some point we will be able to move these around. I mean, can we drop them down the stairs? No, we can put it floating in the air. That's a fun thing. Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? That's very unfortunate. That is an odd sort of thing that clearly hasn't worked properly. Okay, I do like the fact that our candles are going out. That's quite good. Take that, Trovin. Charging us for that. Okay, how do we get Calisterre here? Ah, there you go. Hello, Calisterre. Long time no see. I see you, Owen's child. Or should I say, your highness. Yes, indeed. I need your help. Trovin is blackmailing me. Put my teeth back in. He's blackmailing me and forcing me to destroy your order. Ha! That pervert is not of any interest to our order, nor a threat to it. So you're not going to help me? No. If you wish to be a king in the future, I suggest you learn how to solve your problems. You're not a child anymore. Farewell. Great. Thanks a bunch, Calisterre. All the stuff I did for you, and you can't even help with this. Okay, I imagine Martin might have something to say about that. Hey, boy. Yeah, well, that thing with Calisterre did not work out. What? Damn, I was worrying this might happen. Them Seers are rather proud. Okay, what's the new plan? Oh, it's a bit complex, but I've managed to reduce it to a few concrete steps. First, we need a Vedeta. Got 2 of them. We're absolutely on board with that. Then we might need a bookcase, so that she educates herself a bit more. Do you know where I'm going with this? You want a hired Vedeta to pass for a seer. Okay, this is intriguing. And then she will spend some quality time with the Chancellor and convince him the Seers are not a threat. Okay, will that work? My boy, Vedetas can convince men of whatever they want. It's their job. Good grief. All right. It's a really specific plan. Thank you for this. I hope we really manage to end this as soon as possible. Now, yeah, this tax is quite bad. The one with the lights is quite bad. Okay, so it's gone bibbly bibbly boo. So we need to build a bookcase so you can have a study. Okay, now how do we have her study? So we've got an intelligent Vedeta, I believe. I think the one we've got is smart. Wherever she might be. Is she in her room? Yeah, she's just there, just sort of, she's floating as well. Stop floating. So how can we get you to go and learn stuff? It said about bookcase, didn't it? Is that a new thing that we can build now? Can we now craft ourselves a bookcase? I don't think we can. I don't think we can build a bookcase. There are no bookcase things in the list of furnishings that we can buy. I mean, there's an elegant desk and stuff. I mean, that's for writing poems and memoirs. I mean, do we need one of those? Do we need an elegant desk for them to do this? It doesn't really tell us what we're supposed to do. Calisterre told us to just get stuffed. And Martin has said we need to get one of the Vedetas to pass for a seer. You can have her study so that she can play her role right. But how do we have her study? What do we do? So she can't study on the simple dresser. I wonder. So if we go to here, where we've got the fancy desks, can we study on the elegant desks? No. Can we study on... That's another elegant desk. So no, we can't study on those. So how do we actually get them to study? It mentioned a bookcase in the thing, but I'm pretty sure we do not have a bookcase. Okay, one thing we are going to do now, however... Oh, no. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. What's that? No working stoves. Oh, we can get that sorted. That's fine. And we will add some stuff back in. So we'll add ale, because we can now have that, because we got ourselves some ale. And we'll put the drink back on the menu. So a mug of cider. Yes, please. We will add ourselves a mug of lager. Yep, because we've got plenty of that. And we will have wine as well. A mug of delicious table wine. So yeah, we'll have that as well, please. There we go. And then if the prices for those... Oh, the price of those are completely plummeted. We'll put the prices to... Do you know what? We'll have it so it's not a really grumpy face. Just a sort of nonplussed face. That might be good for our reputation, I imagine. There we go. Cider. That's about there. And ale. Oh, you don't get very much for ale. Crikey. Oh, you really don't. 39. Okay, there we go. So we can serve those 4 types of drink now. Okay. So now the problem is, how do we get them to learn anything? Are we supposed to have picked up a bookcase from the map or something that I've not seen yet? Are we supposed to go and grab that? I don't know. I mean, we could go and grab this decorative table. Eduardo, go and grab a decorative table. Yeah, is there a bookcase that we're supposed to have picked up? I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't mind some influence with them over there, so I can go and pick that up. So let's use a couple of scrolls on Cricot. Can I grab that thing now? No. Okay, we'll get a town crier in there. Let's see if we can get some more people in. How about that? Effect 10, 280. Yeah, we'll have a go for that, please. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm not exactly sure what we do now. What are these different things? There's a fancy bed there. There's a rug. There's a rug. Okay, what else is there? Is there anything else that we can grab? There's is that a fancy bed as well? That is another very fancy looking bed. And that's just a fancy table. But I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to do learning. And all the time this is rolling on, we're getting charged for having candles, which is a little bit ludicrous. So I kind of really need to figure out how this works sooner rather than later. Oh, the story just moves on anyway. Ah, marvellous. Innkeeper, who's that beautiful woman who keeps winning at that gambling table? Oh, I do hope you have a gambling licence. I don't have a gambling table, my good sir, so you are talking absolute nonsense. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you know the answer, your majesty. Is that a seer? Is that possible? Maybe you'd like me to introduce you. No need for that. I'll go talk to her myself. Good luck. Okay, but you are in bed. This is all a little bit strange, but okay, so he's going to go and talk to the seer. Well, not the seer, the Vedeta who is being a seer, hopefully. But he's asleep. This is all very odd. Innkeeper! I'm still here, Chancellor. I've talked to that seer. She said a couple of interesting things, that she did. Was it your idea to invite her here? Indeed, I wanted you to see that seers can be considered friends and allies of Yorvel rather than enemies. Right, you were indeed right. The meeting with the seer was rather interesting and fruitful. we've established an alliance of sorts, but they indeed could be more useful than I expected, and they certainly are friendly. I see. So be it. The Seers may stay. I'm happy to hear that. Could you lift the tax off of my inn until you invent the next idiotic one? Okay. Yes, of course. The Seer foretold that there will be no fires in this establishment for at least the next 10 years. So that one's lifted. Ironically, it was your bed that caught fire. You worried about fires and it was your bed. But the new one... Oh, here comes another ludicrous tax you invented. New one. I'll tell you later. I haven't fully worked it out yet, but it'll be great. For the glory of your veil and all that. ... Ah, marvellous. Okay, we've solved the Seers matter. Okay, so we've done that. That's a little bit misleading saying they have to use a bookcase then, isn't it? That was a little bit confusing. But whatever the case, never mind. So I wonder what our fine is going to be for that. I wonder what our fine is going to be. Because we've got 22 lights. 22 lights we've got. And for every hour that we had those lights in use, he will have charged us some nominal fee. Whatever it is, I do not know. Innkeeper! Stop yelling at me, old man. I can hear you just fine. Right. All right. The Seers are no longer a thorn in the side of the kingdom. I am satisfied with you. Are you? Are you going to clear off and leave me alone? Thank you. However... Yes, dear Chancellor? Gilder... here we go. Gildebones. Get rid of them. Just like that? No story, reasoning, threats this time? I do appreciate the straightforwardness. They're becoming too powerful in your veil. They have a lot of gold, yet pay no taxes. Religions are not exempt in this fine kingdom. Evil. Pure evil. We need to show them there's no place for them here. Good day. Good day, Chancellor. And until they are dealt with, I'm setting up a threshold on what you may earn during the day. I don't want you getting too rich. What if you join those awful cultists? Good day again, and this time for real. Oh my goodness, he's going to stop us earning money in a day? Okay, hang on a minute, hang on, pause. Hang on a minute. Okay, Martin, hi, how are you? Gildebones, aye. I think they're the last ones. I can't think of anybody else that we've met, so Gildebones. Aye, is it that easy to guess? Bah, even an old man like me knows they're the last major faction that has influence in your veil, but it's good. They deal mostly in money, so we might find a good way to use it. And my plan to get rid of the Chancellor is almost ready. Once we deal with the current problem, we'll be able to get rid of Trovin once and for all. Just as we've had to deal with all the factions, Martin. How well timed of you. Okay, great. Let's go and talk to the Baron. Or, right, let's get to it. I fear Baron's advice on this might be too biased, him being a rich noble. I am tempted to just go straight for it, because I know I'm going to pick your advice. But okay, let's go and chat to the Baron. Are Gildebones a religion or a business operation? They're probably something in between. Whatever they are, Trovin wants us to get rid of them. I personally see no reason why. A reasonable reason, that is, but for Trovin, anything can be a reason. Okay, are they dangerous? They talk about eternal life, something people want to believe in. I doubt they can offer anything else than fake hope. Still, in return, they receive riches beyond one's imagination. I think it's obvious that a group that's both rich and can lure people into religious fanaticism is a danger to the crown. Okay, how do you feel about them, Martin? They sure sound evil, but let's not forget your father respected all religions. Till Gildebones openly oppose or threaten the kingdom, there's no reason to fight them. Indeed, yeah, otherwise if I persecute that religion, then where do I stop? Where do we stop persecuting the religions, eh? Okay, what do we do? Because I don't want to go with the Baron again, because he's going to say, right, that's it, cast them all out, and throw them into a river or something silly. So, okay, what do we do? Whatever you deem right, my liege. Okay, I think we should not be the first to strike. The Gildebones are not a threat. Let's do this peacefully and, be nice and correct about it. All right. End the conversation. Okay, so now we've got Martin to talk to again by the look of it, and somebody in the toilet. Okay. We will leave you in the toilet for now. Let's also get some seduction going on. Do you know what? You can go and seduce. You can go and seduce her, my lady, and you, my good sir, you can go and seduce him. And why the heck not? Let's go and do it that way. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Debt to Trovin. No cash above. There's a new tax which forbids getting too rich. Hang on, what? Well, no, I've been waiting for ages to get rich. So I'm getting taxed for everything over 1,500 monies. And I've not paid that yet. I've not paid the no lights at the inn tax. The alcohol tax, fortunately, is not an issue. That we didn't actually have any. Okay. That's quite bad. I might want to go and spend quite a bit of money and stock up a load of shelves and just pile loads of food in, just so we spend some of that money, so we're not being charged for it. I don't know if it's just we're being charged if we're over the amount, or if we're being charged for how much we are over the amount. I do not know. That's a little bit worrying, isn't it? We could be completely being fleeced here. Do you know what we will do? Let's sort this end of the room out. Let's put tables and chairs in here and do the floor, because this bit's been long awaited now. Also, some windows wouldn't go amiss around here. So let's just chuck a couple of windows in there and there. And maybe, yeah, all down that side, actually. Let's put some windows in. Right, get the flooring. Is it that floor? Yes, it is. Right, okay, so drop the flooring in. Yay for floors. And then, yeah, we'll just put, I don't know, some more tables and chairs in. So table and chairs there, and there, and there. So we'll just sort of copy that setup over to here, just to get more people in. That's quite good, because, yeah, we're getting quite a reputation now, and that spends some of our money as well. There we go, tables and chairs are in, and these are the chairs that the townsfolk like. So there's a choice between the townsfolk or adventurer sort of style chairs. We've gone for townsfolk chairs because our our interest from the townsfolk is waning a little bit. It's down to 11.2%. So I'd like to bring that up, because I imagine they have a little bit more money to spend with us. And then, yeah, it's quite high for these guys. Travellers and these guys, the outlaws, do quite like us. But yeah, it'd be nice to bring these two up a little bit. So hopefully that will make a bit of a difference. There is a question of what to do with this down here. So what are we going to do with this space? We've got a little gap here, plus an extra row of sort of tiles down this side as well. Also, as was previously mentioned in one of the conversations, we don't actually have a gambling table. We don't have anything to do with gambling around the place, even though Trovin thought we did for some obscure reason. We don't have anything. Now we could, this was my plan, put something on this floor. We've unlocked access to have a sort of a floor too, and we could, if we wanted to, use this space here to then have the stairs going up to the next floor. That's a nice sort of convenient space. You come up those steps, and then you go up those steps, and then we could have a gambling thing in here. That'd be quite nice. So on the next floor up, so sort of here. So I don't know where we'd put it, but maybe over this side. I don't really know where it would live. But yeah, that's something that we could do. The only thing is, I don't want to do it right now. I think we do need to do it, because it's probably a nice cash generator. But I think right now we'll stick with the money we've got at the moment, because I don't know what fines we're going to get from Chappie. So hopefully it won't be too much. Hopefully I haven't just sort of spent all the money that we can pay as fines with on these tables and chairs. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. So, yeah, it's still a question of what to do down there. Do you know what, though? I think what we'll do right now is we'll finish up for the moment, because we've actually done it right. We've cleared another two factions. We've saved another two factions, I suppose. Well, the Seers were a little bit sort of aloof and sort of hoity about it. But yeah, so we've dealt with another two factions, which is very, very good indeed. And we've got to deal with the Gildebones now. So yeah, we'll come back next time and we'll do that. And we'll also try, it depends on what Trovin throws at us and how much money he takes off us and all that kind of stuff. But we will try our best to try and get some sort of gambling set up in. It depends what happens with the story mode with that. But we'll try our best to get a gambling sort of thing in as well. Even if it's just a very small gambling room with a couple of tables and people or whatever. We'll give it a go, because it's the last thing that we've not got. You know, it's where is it? Have we got anything else? Yeah. We've got all the things apart from a game room. So it's the final thing that we need to include into the tavern. So it would make sense to have it. I mean, in theory, I could put it down there. I'd rather it was upstairs. I'd rather it was upstairs and out of the way. And this is more room for drinking and general sort of general merriment and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll come back next time. We'll see how we deal with the Gildebones and then hopefully deal with Trovin as well. And then maybe all will be well and we can just get on with making our inn lovely and perfect. But we'll deal with that next time. Hopefully you are enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very good indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Crossroads Inn. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Zombie, kill it, bash it in the head. How do I pick the chairs up again? I've forgotten. Ah, like that. Oh, good shot, sir. I know your brain's there. Could you... Oh, sorry, I've just stood on your brain. Fuel in the toilet. Yep. Biofuel, I suppose. Oh, I should not have done that. Go and wrestle the moose. Why not? I don't think I've ever said that before to anyone ever.